Persephone, the sovereign of two realms. In the eternal dance between light and shadow, life and death, growth and decay, there exists a power that bridges all dualities. Persephone, daughter of Demeter, queen of the underworld, and goddess of spring's renewal. Her story is one of transformation, of finding strength in apparent contradiction, and of wielding power drawn from both the depths of darkness and the heights of light. Born as Kor, the maiden of eternal spring, her early life was one of perpetual brightness under her mother Demeter's watchful eye. She grew in the light of the upper world, her footsteps bringing forth flowers, her laughter carrying the promise of eternal renewal. Yet within her burned a curiosity about the shadows, a desire to understand the complete cycle of existence that would eventually make her one of the most formidable and complex presences in the Narraverse. The pivotal moment of her transformation came not with her famous abduction by Hades, but with her choice to consume the pomegranate seeds, a decision that marked her first step toward claiming power on her own terms. This act, often misunderstood as a trick or tragedy, was in truth her first exercise of sovereign will. By choosing to bind herself to both realms, she gained access to powers beyond what either world alone could offer. During the War of Realms, Persephone's unique position proved crucial. While others were forced to choose sides, she moved freely between light and shadow, life and death, using her dual nature to maintain crucial balances that prevented the complete collapse of reality. Her understanding of cycles and transitions helped prevent the Battle of Telos from destroying the cosmic order itself. The forging of her legendary artifacts occurred during this period of dimensional crisis. The crown of dual sovereignty, her primary symbol of power, was created from materials of both upper and lower worlds: Olympian gold and Stygian iron, surface flowers and underworld crystals. This crown allows her to channel and direct the powers of both realms simultaneously. Her second artifact, the Staff of Seasonal Transition, contains within it the essence of change itself, enabling her to accelerate or slow the natural cycles of existence. In combat within the Narraverse, Persephone's fighting style reflects her dual nature. She moves with the grace of spring winds one moment and the inexorable force of death the next, each transition perfectly fluid and natural. Her signature technique, Cycle of Eternal Return, creates a field where she can manipulate the very concepts of growth and decay, life and death, making her nearly impossible to predict or counter. The Queen's true power lies in her mastery of transitions and thresholds. She can instantaneously shift between aspects of her nature, drawing upon spring's vitality or death's finality as needed. Her presence in battle is often described as fighting against nature itself, yet also fighting alongside it, a paradox that makes her one of the most dangerous opponents in the ritual combat. Yet even the sovereign of two realms has her vulnerabilities. The constant pull between her dual natures can sometimes create moments of internal conflict that her opponents might exploit. Her power fluctuates with the natural cycles, reaching its peak during the transitional seasons, but waning slightly at the heights of summer and depths of winter. Additionally, her deep connection to both life and death means she feels the echo of every transition, every ending, and every beginning across all realms. In the Narraverse, Persephone appears as a being of dynamic contrast. Her form shifts between that of the Maiden of Spring, crowned with flowers and radiating life, and the Queen of the Underworld, wreathed in shadow and commanding death. The crown of dual sovereignty rests upon her brow, its appearance changing with her aspect, while the Staff of Seasonal Transition pulses with the rhythm of eternal cycles. Her participation in the great ritual serves multiple purposes. Each match becomes a demonstration of the power found in embracing one's complete nature, a lesson in the strength that comes from understanding both light and shadow. Through her battles, she teaches that true mastery comes not from rejecting any aspect of oneself, but from finding harmony in apparent contradiction. Between matches, Persephone maintains her role as mediator between realms. Though the dimensions were sealed after the Battle of Telos, she retains the ability to move between different aspects of existence, using this power to maintain crucial balances that help prevent reality from tipping too far toward either chaos or stagnation. The goddess's presence in any realm manifests through sudden accelerations of natural cycles. Flowers might spring from barren earth only to wither and decay, offering glimpses of the eternal dance she embodies. In the mythic dimension, her domain includes both the brightest gardens of eternal spring and the deepest chambers of the underworld, places where the boundaries between life and death, growth and decay, become fluid and negotiable. Persephone's combat techniques draw upon the full spectrum of her divine portfolio, from the explosive growth of spring to the quiet finality of death. She can create gardens of deadly beauty in an instant, summon the shades of fallen warriors to fight alongside her, or manipulate the very essence of life and death within her reach. Her ultimate technique, Sovereign's Verdict, temporarily subjects her opponents to her complete authority as queen of both life and death, placing them entirely at her mercy. The goddess has developed a unique understanding of the Narraverse's essential nature. She sees the ritual combat not as a mere contest of strength, but as a necessary cycle of conflict and resolution that helps maintain the balance of existence itself. Each match becomes a controlled expression of the eternal dance between opposing forces that she embodies.